Writing relatable characters does not mean trying to make them as relatable as possible to as many people as possible. If you do that, you end up with these really vague characters who don't actually feel like people, and that's not going to be connecting for your reader. Sometimes those kinds of bland, cardboard characters make for popular books because people can insert themselves into the main character space, but they're not inevitably as connecting and life changing as the characters who are very specific people with specific experiences and specific tendencies and quirks and all of those things. That's much more interesting. And it's much more connecting because they feel like an actual person. And so all of your readers don't need to be able to relate to the other person as though that character is themselves. They just need to be able to connect with that person as though they were a real person, as though it was one of their best friends. That's what most people are looking for, I think, when they're looking for a good book, when they have a book that sits with them for a really long time and is actually like life transforming and not just like a fun read. It's this cast of characters who feel like the reader's friend or friends if it's a big cast of characters. And so you really want your characters to be very specific. They should have specific motivations. They should have specific backgrounds. They should have specific quirks and interests and hobbies. They should be fully well-rounded human beings with all different kinds of emotions and all different kinds of experiences, and then they will feel more real to your reader. So, hopefully that makes some sense. I would be happy to go more in depth if you would like me to.